Hello, my friends. Welcome to our writing sprint. I don't see anybody's on here yet, but I hope we're all ready to go. Are you there, Tyra? Shoot me a message if you're there. All right, so today is Tuesday, November 4th, and I'm going to start by putting in a little comment here. If you hear dogs barking, there's nothing I can do about it. If you hear a fan blowing, it's because my heat is on and it's a little chilly outside. So, yes. Aside from that, if my camera wobbles a little, I am sorry. It is because I'm on a sit-stand desk here in the basement and it tends to wobble every once in a while. So until I can afford to get a proper sit-stand desk that is a little bit more sturdy, this is what I'm stuck with. I am recording in my basement. We kind of have changed our spare room into a storage room, which is supposed to be my writing office, but we are a little bit limited on space. So I am currently surrounded by boxes and furniture and stuff, but that's okay. I have my little Olaf tea mug here and got a drink and a snack. Otherwise, the other note that I wanted to share was if for some reason the stream suddenly shuts down, it is because of my medical condition acting up. So I'm sorry in advance if this is what happens, but I'm hoping that that doesn't happen. All right, we've got Tyra with us. Woohoo, looking forward to this. Hello, yes, there's Tyra. Okay. So I'm going to start with some 20-minute writing sprints, and I'm hoping that it's productive for you. So at the end of the 20 minutes, we'll come back, we'll chat a little bit, do a little word count update. I do want to share one thing with you. Let me just share this. Okay. Oh, I'm just going to check and see if... Okay, anyways, I'm hoping you can see this. This is an Excel spreadsheet that I'm using to track my word count. I'm also going on to Pro Writing Aid to update my word count every day that I actually write. So I've got the title of the story here, the date, the start word count. That's like when I first log in for the day. This is what the starting count is. This is what I ended the session with. And then I've got a formula here to subtract to determine how much I actually accomplished. Okay, so the date today is the 4th. Ha! So this is the total words that I have written so far for November. This is today's date, the 4th, and this is the daily word count goal, 1,667 times the date to tell me what my total word count should be at the end of the day. And this is the formula to determine how many word counts I have left to write today to stay on target. So this just makes it a little bit easier for me to keep track of things, see how productive I'm being, and yeah, how many words left I have to go. So that is how I am. Yes, thank you. I love this mug as well. One of my favorite mugs recently broke. The whole handle broke right off of it, which really sucked. Yeah, but my husband encouraged me to throw it out. I have this habit of keeping, even like if the handle breaks off, I keep the mug anyways, and then I use it as a water mug. I don't know why, but I seem to collect mugs. My cupboard's full of them. All right. I hope that we are ready to go. I am going to share my counter. Now, I'm hoping to find or create a better on-screen timer than this. This is just a basic Microsoft Windows counter that is included with Windows. So yes, so we'll see what happens. I'm working on stories for the anthology that I'm putting together for Sable Book Night. It's called the Portals Anthology. It's The stories I'm working on are high fantasy, kind of more on the romance side, so I guess you could consider it romantasy. But I finished the first 5,000 words, and I'm like, this story isn't done yet. So I was thinking, do I pull it and finish it off and release it on its own, or do I just finish it abruptly, release it as is in the anthology, and then go back later to finish it and release it separately? And then my husband says, why don't you just do a part one, part two? So that is what I did. I decided to do a part one and a part two. So I am now on part two. So I've got over 5,000 words written in this story. Not 5,000 words for this month yet, but I will get there. All right, let's get this going. Share screen. Don't show this. Okay, hold on a second. All right, window. Oh, where's my thingy? Sorry. Oh, okay. This is gonna give me a pain. Sorry, just give me one moment. I'm having some difficulties. Share screen. To do share window. There we go. I just had to move things around a little bit. Oh, where did it go? All right, there we go. Let's focus more on the timer than on me. How's that? All right. I'm just going to hit go. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, I hope that first writing sprint was productive for you. So now we're on a chat break. Go to the bathroom, get a drink, whatever you need to do. Post how many words you got so that we can all be accountable for how much productivity we're getting through here. All right, I'm going to update mine. Let's see here. I'm going to share this. Okay, so my word count started at 682. And I am at 982. So 300 words and only 3,000 more to go today just to get caught up to where I should be. Okay, so I'm going to set up a new line here and I'll put 982 as the start. I had to take some time. Actually, let me just switch back here. I'll stop sharing. Yes, I had to take some time to take a little peek at what I actually wrote on my last session. I was very tired. It was late in the evening, and my son really wanted to watch a show together. So while the show was on in between, I would sit there and write a few sentences here and there. So I had to reread everything that I wrote before I could actually start writing. So in 20 minutes, I've reread everything, which is 682 words. And then I wrote 300, so that's not too bad. So let me know how you did on the first sprint. And yeah, so we have 2 watching now. So I know Tyra is here, but she has stepped away for a moment. So reach out, whoever you are, and say hello in the chat. Let us know how you're doing and what you're working on today. Yes, I'm gonna have a drink now that I've downed my entire tea in my Olaf mug. I really need something to hydrate. So, yes, while we're waiting, I'll just give you a little update on how the anthology is going. I have set a deadline. I haven't really shared it with, like, publicly. It's not updated on the website yet, but the Sable Book Night anthology for Portals is now going to have a deadline of December 31st of this year. I wanted to give myself time to get all the editing and formatting and so on done. We currently have, I want to say, 4 stories completely finished and ready for publication. And we've got 2 in editing. I've gotten the final edits back for one of the stories, and the second one is in process. I have another one coming from Tyra soon as well, which will probably be in December because she is also writing this month. And then January is my plan to put together a bunch of the stories, play around with Atticus and see what I can do for formatting, get the ebook ready, the print book ready, order the cover, and I'm hoping to publish. It might be February, it might be March, depends on how close the timeline is. Then I'm going to reach out to our local library and see if I can't organize a book launch there. They have a very large, beautiful room there that has windows along the wall, and I think it would be a really great environment. It also might bring readers outside of, friends and family of the authors to come on in and, take a little look-see. So, yeah. All right. I guess we'll wait a couple minutes. Tyra, let me know when you're back. I will wait for you to come back before we start again so that you don't miss out on the second sprint. Yes. I don't really have much else to share right now, other than, I'm very excited about the anthology. And right, so the sales from this anthology, I'm going to take a portion of the profits to cover the cost of the cover, and then to reimburse me basically for the cost of the cover. And then the rest of the money I am going to set aside and keep it in an account for the next time we do an anthology. So one thing I'm looking for is another theme. Now on the website, I do have posted a nature theme, but I've only gotten one submission for that, so it doesn't seem like there is much interest in doing a nature themed anthology. But I do have this idea in mind to do an AuthorTube anthology so that AuthorTube writers can submit to it. But I also still need a genre. I don't want to do just a basic AuthorTube anthology. I could do something about, like a writer's genre, so that writers can tell a story about how they became writers. And I think that actually might go over quite well, and other authors would be interested in reading it to see what everybody else's stories are like, how they got into writing, how they started publishing, all of the bumps and so on along the way, the ups, the downs. I think that would be very, very, very well received. So yeah, if you have any other suggestions for a theme for anthologies for the AuthorTube community, please let me know. I really want to help authors, get their work out there. Anyways, so the money that I set aside will be used to pay authors going forward for future anthologies. I don't know how much that's going to be. It might not be a massive amount to start. I would like to get this project to become like an ongoing project so that writers will always have a place to submit to. All right, so Tyra is back, and Tyra managed 387 words. Woohoo! You did better than me. I'm so proud. Yay. So what are you writing, Tyra? Put it in the comments there. I'd like to see what you're working on, and then on the next chat break we can talk about it. Okay. Writing sprint number 2. Are we ready to write again? Okay, sharing. I should just leave this as being shared, but why would I do that? That would be too easy. Okay, now I have to actually reset. All right, on your marks, get set, go. Well, that went fast. All right, let's just switch the banner. Yeah, so that was fun. I think I totally lost track of time there. I was just in my own world, which I guess is the whole purpose of this. All right, so now I am going to let's see here. Going to check how many words I got. So put a comment in and let us know what your word count is. And I am going to update my word count. I don't even know where I got to. Let's see. 477 words that round. I really was in the flow of things. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so that will be for my my next round. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, so yeah, 477 words that round. All right, so hello to Margaret. Margaret H. I am Canadian and I'm following from Canada. Yes, we are both, Tyra and I are both Canadian. We are in Manitoba. So what province are you from? Remember, it's a wonderful month for reading books. You're more relaxed and calm. Oh, so true. I have been reading this book. It is by Samantha Shannon. It's her second book in the same world, I guess you could say. But of course, the title is just not in my head right now. But she wrote The Prior of the Orange Tree. It's a romantasy and it's a massive book. It's over 800 pages. So yeah, that is what I have been reading. I read it just about every night before I go to bed. Sometimes I read in between, but sometimes I'm really busy, and especially this month I am busy writing. So yes, your reading recommendations are wonderful. Oh, thank you. So what are you reading right now? Tyra, what are you reading? Margaret, what are you reading? Yeah, so this is a great time to move around a little bit and stretch. I tend to get sore. I think that I have to adjust how my desk is set up. It's like a two-level desk, and you can adjust both sides. So I have my laptop up on the top one, and then I've got a keyboard USB plugged in down below, but I still feel like I don't have it set up the way I want. Yeah, it did go really fast. Sometimes I wonder if a 30-minute sprint would be better, but I don't want to overstimulate myself and put myself into like a seizure or anything. So I'm just gonna take things nice and easy. 374. Whoop. Good job. Right. So we were going to talk about you are working on The White Sisters. I'm not sure if that's something you've told me about. Okay. Fantasy books are very beautiful. Yes. There's been a few books that I found that I've bought just because, even like physically, the book is beautiful. The covers are done. The edges of the pages are sprayed. I have to get up after 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes is a long time to sit not moving. Um, I usually don't write as well with sprints myself. I used to sit and like binge write for like 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours at a time, but then I would feel so burnt out. So I'm wondering if this is the best option for me is to do writing sprints and force myself to take a break so that I don't get too messed up. High fantasy piece. Ooh, I want to read that when you're done. As you can tell, I am very much into fantasy. So this is The Banshee Queen. I bought this at Comic Con. Actually, most of these I bought at Comic Con. This I bought at Comic Con. That I actually used an Unsplash, I believe, picture and got it printed. through Canvas Champ or something, Canvas something. Anyways, and then all of these three are by the same artist. She was also at Comic-Con. Very talented. I'm not into all of her art. Her name is, what is her name again? I think it's Karen. Yeah, Carrie Ann Anderson did the artwork for the dragons and the Dark Princess Queen. It's called Light and Darkness. But yeah, she's very talented. She also sells calendars. So one year I bought one of her calendars that have all of her dragon art in it. Yeah, I don't know where the Banshee Queen is from. I think it's from a video game or something, but I'm really into like elves and stuff. So I just thought that was a beautifully done picture. And this, of course, I also ordered from Canvas. It's my background for Tanya's writing realm. So yes, I'm currently reading Peter Mary's The Black Lock. I don't think I've heard of that one, but I know that you read a lot more than I do, so it's possible that most of what you read I haven't heard of. It's a murder mystery on a Scottish isle. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I'm also listening to audiobooks while I'm cleaning and stuff right now. I was listening to podcasts, like crazy writing podcasts, but I just found that I needed something to relax my brain before I started writing in November. So I went back to an Outlander book, which is, let me just look at the name of this, The Fiery Cross. That is the audiobook that I am listening to by Diana Gabaldon. Yeah, I love Outlander. Outlander was a great show. I love Jamie Fraser. Anyways, aside from that, I have a buttload of audiobooks on my Audible because I was paying for a subscription, a monthly subscription, but I wasn't listening to it enough to use all of my whatever tokens or whatever. So then before I unsubscribed, because I was paying for something I wasn't using enough to pay for, I bought traded in my tokens for a whole bunch of audiobooks based on genre. So I have so many books to listen to, it's not even funny, but I feel like I want to finish this book first before I start listening to something else. I think I have probably about 20 hours left. I think, or no, sorry, 15 hours. I have about 15 hours left on this audiobook. But when you think about it, say you're cleaning in your house and you're doing the dishes, you're doing laundry, you're moving around a lot, that time can burn through faster than you think. So otherwise I also will, if I'm needing a break, I'll sit down and play a game on my phone while I'm listening to it. I shouldn't do that too often because it really slows my brain down and then I feel messed up and then I can't do anything. So it's a really bad idea for me to do it very often. All right. Yeah, I am going to. Are we ready to start again? I think maybe we need another couple minutes. I am going to take a quick little bio break, so I will be right back. I'm just going to mute myself, but I'll leave these lovely pictures up for you. And feel free to chat amongst yourselves. I will be back in about like 2 minutes-ish. Okay, so Tyra, let me know when you're back before we get started again. So I am surprised that I am as awake as I am right now. It's probably because I've had 2 teas today, and usually I only have 1, but I had to get up. I got up at 5:30 in the morning. I usually get up at like 7-ish. I had to do some homework with my youngest. He's 11 years old. He's in junior high, and he had an English project to do, so they tend to come to me for their English stuff because they know that I'm a writer, so they enjoy the extra help. And then, of course, my car is dead, so I couldn't drive him to his volleyball practice, so my oldest walked him there. Thankfully, he was able. He's 16 years old, but he actually got up early for us today to help us get our youngest to school. So I had to stay awake, but I know that I am going to take a nap today because I did not sleep enough. Yeah, so Tyra is getting her handwritten notes, and she'll be right back to write. So as soon as she is back, we will get started. And yeah, so hopefully we get some more views. I'm just going to take a little peek here and see if anybody else has joined us from the beginning. Let's just see here. Yeah, all right. Anyways, oh, she's back! Yay! Okay, I'm sorry, but my dog is crying, so I just have to go let her out, and then then I will be right back to get the next timer started. So I will be right there. I'm writing several stories this time. Not wise as it takes time to get into them. Yeah, so I'll probably have to step away in a few minutes during the sprint to let the dog back in, but that's okay. All right, moving on to sprint numero 3. And yeah, well, let's get this party started. And reset. And on your marks, get ready, get set, and go! Okay, hello everybody. We are done with that lovely sprint, and I am just going to go to a chat break. All right, so Margaret, Stephen King, he's a very good writer. Yes, I haven't read anything that he's written, to be honest, but I do believe I have a couple of his books that I got from a used book sale, so it is in my TBR list. Manages to capture the attention of its readers. Oh yes, definitely. We hope that young people will love books more and more. Definitely. Definitely important. And we also hope that the new generations will love books and literature. From what I've heard, I've been listening to a lot of writing podcasts with some of the big names like Joanna Penn and what's the name? I'm drawing a blank right now, but there are a couple of big names talking about it right now. And apparently, young readers right now prefer to have physical books rather than ebooks. And the ebooks tend to be read more often by older people who have a busy lifestyle and like the convenience of having an ebook reader with them or reading on their phones. So it's definitely good that our young people are still interested in reading physical books. I also only read physical books and, excuse me, the occasional audiobook while I'm busy doing things. So yeah, so let's talk about our word counts. I will share my word count tracker again here just for a moment. Doop 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 doop. Whoops. All right, let's see how much I got. I am at 1914. I wrote 455, so not quite as much as the first time, but that is okay. So that leaves me with another 2,000 words to write today. Wow, a whole other day's worth of writing in here, but that doesn't mean I have to get it all done today. I can also do some catch up tomorrow. But overall today, I have written 1,232 words, so not too shabby. Another 400 words, and I would have been pretty close to my daily requirement. So, all right, Tyra. Tyra wrote 420. Wow, good job. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm glad that this is helping. Um, I don't think I'm going to do another sprint today, or at least not right at this moment. I'm going to take a break just so that I don't get, a little messed up, because I tend to get a little messed up if I overdo it. And we've already been on for over an hour and a half, so that's reaching my limit. So I think 3 sprints is pretty good. I will let you know, or I'll post when I'm going to schedule another one. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it again on Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays. What do you think about that? Not too shabby. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today for this lovely writing sprint. I hope that your November productivity is really good. And yeah, we'll talk to you again soon. Happy writing. Sounds good. Yes, Tuesday, Thursday. All right, Tuesday, Thursday. I will pencil that in. Okay, take care. Have a great day and happy writing. Goodbye.